Hello and welcome to my channel, Exceedingly Good Reviews. This is my thoughts on video, my thoughts on Impact Wrestling from November 17th, 2020. And what a show. This is the fallout from Turning Point, and Turning Point was a great show. So hopefully this follows suit. I'll give a quick run through of what occurs on the show and then give my overall thoughts on it. So, we kick off the night with a rematch from Turning Point. It's Moose taking on Willie Mack, a no disqualification match this time. However, the TNA title is not on the line. It was at Turning Point, it isn't here. Or at least it's not announced that it is. Moose, once again, like in the rubber match, ends up flinging Mack around, sending him into the guardrails and whatnot, dominating a large portion of this match, really putting his own will upon Willie Mack. You know, he can do what he wants, powerful moves, punching, kicking, whatever he wants. He's dominating most of the match. Willie Mack does get some offense in, which is nice to see, but ultimately it's all cut short. A spear hit by Moose ends up wailing down on him with shots like he did at Turning Point, and the referee ends the match, calls it, he can't defend himself, it's a TKO, technical knockout, and Moose wins. Here, that decision stands. At Turning Point, obviously it was reversed when he continued the beatdown. Here it does not, and Moose ends up winning the match. He's sending a message to Rich Swann, Willie Mack's friend. Rich Swann, I'm coming for you. Watch your back. We get a farewell little moment for the Rascalz. They're all in the treehouse, you know, they're reminiscing about their best bits, their favourite moments and whatnot. But yeah, the lights go out, the treehouse, it's out of action. It's out of bounds now, I guess, because the Rascalz are leaving. Tommy Dreamer is still working on who shot Johnny Bravo. The Deaners, however, have information for him. They reveal that maybe Tommy Dreamer needs to check Johnny Swinger's fanny pack. Second match of the night, it's Suicide against some guy called Gio. This match barely gets started. It does not have any time at all before Joe Dory and Eric Young come down and just demolish both these two individuals. Okay, I think that's what Eric Young and Joe Dory are going to be doing for the foreseeable future, just demolishing people. We get an interview with Deonna Purrazzo and Kimberly. Kimberly's back, that's nice to see. They're going for the Knockout Tag Team belts. The lights go funny, and when they come back on, there's a message on the mirror. It's a warning. Something's going to happen next week. Ooh. Deonna Purrazzo and Kimberly, I don't think are in tag team acts. If it's following the suit of the tournament, they're not in action next week, or they shouldn't be. So, could it be Su Yung? That's what it seems to be. We then get Rhino and Heath Slater backstage interacting. Heath goes to make a call. Rhino leaves the room. What happens? Rhino gets attacked by Joe Dory and Eric Young. Told you, this is going to be their gimmick now. They take out Rhino. Heath's there in the doorway and they decide to go after Heath. But we don't see what occurs there. I'm assuming they've taken out Heath, but you don't see anything more about that for the rest of the night. So, cliffhanger. Third match of the night. Brian Myers taking on Crazy Steve. We saw Crazy Steve make the save for Swoggle at Turning Point, setting up this match. And yeah, it's unfortunate. Crazy Steve loses. Brian Myers picks up the victory. And it's just a shame that Crazy Steve's been turned into a jobber. I think he's deserving of a more prominent position on the card. You know, he deserves to be going for the X Division title, maybe. You know, he's a good in-ring wrestler, a very good talent, and he portrays the character, an interesting character, quite well. Why is he just jobbing all the time? It's unfortunate. It's a shame, and he's just a joke now, unfortunately. So yeah, Brian Myers with the victory there. Johnny Swinger comes into Tommy Dreamer's office, little interview room, whatever it is that he's got, and he wants a peek. Tommy Dreamer wants to peek into the fanny pack of Johnny Swinger. And Johnny Swinger reveals that he's got a gun. And he's joking about it and whatnot. And Tommy Dreamer says, you know what? You're now my prime suspect. And, you know, we're going to have to do this. This is going to have to be resolved in Wrestler's Court next week. So we've got that to look forward to next week now. Caleb Whitaker is in the ring introducing his client, Tenille Dashwood. So our next match, it's Tenille Dashwood and her tag team partner, Alicia Edwards, taking on Havoc and Neva in the first round match of the Knockout Tag Team Tournament. So, yeah, Tenille and Alicia, what an odd pairing this is. And, yeah, they don't work. Tenille's more occupied with her looks, her selfies getting taken by Caleb with a K. Alicia is left in the ring for most of the match. Tenille does come in at certain points, but it's mainly left to Alicia. At one point, Tenille actually sacrifices Alicia, pushing her into like Havoc or Neva, and she's basically a sacrificial lamb at the expense of Tenille. Tenille ends up getting taken out the ring, leaving Alicia Edwards all alone in the ring. A double team maneuver, and Alicia Edwards is pinned, and Havoc and Neva progress in the tournament. It's all about me. It's all about me. Tenille Dashwood's gimmick. It's all about me, and it is all about her. She doesn't really care. So, yeah, they're out of the tag team tournament. Oh well. Jordan Grace is on the phone. She's just watched the previous match. She's on the phone to someone, we don't know who. She's revealed that this person has agreed to be a tag team partner. That's interesting. Can't wait to see who this is. Apparently, she does reference that this person has either retired or is planning on retiring in the near future. So, who is it? Could it be Gail Kim? Gail Kim is apparently retired, isn't she? So, could it be Tara? Tara, formerly Victoria in WWE. She's retired recently. ODB, I've not heard anything about her retiring, but maybe she's planning on retiring, but she's going to come out of her planned retirement for this tournament. Who knows? I'm intrigued to see who Jordan Grace's tag team partner is going to be. I am really hooked on this. Let's see who it is. Fifth match, Hernandez taking on Fallah Bahh. All this just revolving around the wad of money that Fallah Bahh doesn't have anymore. Kira Hogan and Fingy Steel, they took the money, so it's like he doesn't have the money anymore. So I don't know why this match was occurring, but it did. Hernandez wins the match with a swan dive off the top rope. Good for Hernandez, but I don't know where they're going with this. Rohit is backstage. He's chatting away to Scott D'Amore. Scott is fed up of Rohit. Rohit leaves. TJP comes into shot. TJP. Scott's sorry that TJP can't challenge for the X Division title anymore. It's such a sorry state. If it was up to him, he could. But, the match stipulation that they had a few weeks ago with Rohit ended up resulting in TJP not being able to challenge for it anymore. However, he does say that there's a loophole, If someone was by any other name or any other persona, they'd be able to challenge for the belt. But TJP, anyone with the name TJP can't. But anyone with another name or another persona could. And Scott D'Amore leaving TJP, with the I'm thinking face, because he's thinking about I think he's going to come back as Manic to challenge for the X Division title, maybe hopefully next week. Who knows? Let's wait to find out. Scott is then seen chatting with the Good Brothers in an office, some conference room maybe. Ethan comes in. Ethan wants a rematch. He wants a shot at the Impact Tag Team titles again. Him and Josh Alexander, the North. They want a rematch for the Impact Tag Team titles, and they're making a formal proposal to get this shot. The Good Brothers come up with the idea that, well, hang on, maybe we've got a phenomenal friend, a phenomenal opponent for you. Someone who is phenomenal, who you can take on, and if you defeat this phenomenal individual, then maybe you could have your match for the Impact Tag Team titles against us. Phenomenal is used a lot. Who uses phenomenal? AJ Styles. I can't see AJ Styles coming down to Impact Wrestling though. Who is this friend that Ethan Page is going to be taking on? We don't find out in this show, so we'll have to stay tuned for next week and find out. Sixth match and final match of the night. 6 matches. The final match. It's Dez and Wes of the Rascalz taking on Trey Miguel of the Rascalz and his tag team partner, the Impact Heavyweight Champion, the Impact World Champion, Rich Swann. All 3 of the Rascalz come down together with their entrance music. Then Rich Swann comes down. They're all happy and congratulating each other and whatnot. These are 4 very agile, very athletic individuals, very inventive. We get some great spots. There's a moment where 2 super kicks are caught and then the kicks are kind of switched and kicks someone else, and then there's a 4-way super kick and everything, and quite inventive, quite entertaining. I'm saying quite, it's very entertaining. I really enjoyed this match. Rich Swann with a kick to the back of Dez's head. He says sorry or utters the words I'm sorry, and then he pins Dez. Rich Swann and Trey Miguel win the match. Dez and Wes lose. The Rascalz are gone. The Rascalz are no more. The Rascalz are leaving Impact Wrestling. Apparently, the rumor has it that they've got an offer on the table from WWE. It is not signed, but that is the most likely destination. They'll be going to WWE. What a farewell match this was, though. It was very entertaining, really enjoyable. This was my belt of the night because, like I said, 4 very inventive individuals here, and they made this match fun. It was fun from start to finish. Great, great match. They all go backstage. A trash can comes flying in to shot and taking out all these guys, and then Ken Shamrock and Sami Callihan appear, beating all 4 of these individuals down. Sami Callihan saying, "I don't care that this is your farewell, screw you, go, leave, whatever." And Ken Shamrock says that he's coming for the Impact World title next week from Rich Swann. So they've got a match next week for the world title. That's intriguing. So overall, this was a very good show. Some of the matches were just, what was the point? Like I said, Hernandez against Falaba. What was the point? The Suicide against Gio, only for Eric Young and Joe Dory to come out. Yeah, Brian Myers against Crazy Steve. Poor Crazy Steve. But saying that, the Knockout Tag Team title match, tournament match, was great. The opening match, Moose against Willie Mack, was great. The final match, the 6th match of the night, what a match that was. Like I said, that's my belt of the night. It was a really great, phenomenal is that word again, fun match. Like I said, what's going to happen with the Rascalz? Like I said, they got an offer from WWE, but I think they'd be better suited going to AEW. AEW, rumoured to be potentially, maybe, thinking of introducing 6-person tag team title matches, 6-man tag title matches, titles, championships. So the Rascalz as a 3-man group, would be better suited there. Would they be kept together? Would they go straight to NXT? You would assume so. They wouldn't go straight to the main roster. Would they be kept together on NXT? You'd hope so. So, yeah, I think AEW would be a better fit, but I am really interested to see them on NXT. If that is where they end up, I hope. It's a shame that they'll leave an Impact. None of these individuals have ever held gold in Impact Wrestling. That's a shame. That's a shocker. Trey Miguel, great individual. Dez and Wes, they were all great individuals. Never have any of them won the tag team titles, the X Division title, previous titles like the television title, the Grand Championship, or the world title. It's such a shame that none of these have been given an opportunity to shine with gold around their waist. That's a shocker for me, and hopefully that's something that is rectified very quickly on whatever show they end up going on to. But overall, yeah, this was a very good show because it's got me intrigued for next week. I can't wait to see the next round, the next match, in the Knockout Women's Tournament, to see who Jordan Grace's partner could potentially be. I can't wait to see that. We've got the whole Ken Shamrock going against Sami Callihan for the world title. Are we going to get the X Division title match next week? Is TJP going to appear as another persona, as another name, taking on to answer the Defeat Rohit challenge? I hope we get to see that. What's going to go on with Deonna Purrazzo and this message, presumably from Su Yung? And then we've got WrestleCourt as well coming back. The trial of Johnny Swinger. Did he actually shoot Johnny Bravo with that smoking gun? Who knows? So there's a lot of cliffhangers, a lot of things, a lot of fish hooks there to get you hooked for next week. I want to watch next week. I want to watch it now. And that shows that this was a great show. It was a very good show because it's got me hooked for next week. It's done what it needed to do. It's entertained me on the night, but it's got me hooked for the following show that they do next week. So, yeah, very well done. I would applaud you if I could use both hands, but one hand is holding my selfie stick and the other hand is here, so I'll just do this, pretend clap. I give a clap to you, Impact Wrestling. You put on a great show. A very good show. So my overall scoring of this show is a very good show. And yeah, my belt of the night, it's got to be that main event. Dez and Wes against Rich Swann and Trey Miguel. What a farewell match for the Rascalz. What a way to say goodbye to the Impact audience. But yeah, those are my thoughts on Impact Wrestling. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments where you think the Rascalz will end up and where you think they should end up. Let me know in the comments as well what you think about the rumour of 6-man tag team titles being introduced to AEW. But yeah, just let me know in the comments. Anything you want. I'll try and get back to you. I will get back to you. Like this video, share with friends, subscribe to my channel. I want to say a big thank you very much for watching. And I want each and every one of you out there to stay safe and stay classy.